We are live. Long time no see, y'all. But what's up, all y'all spirits out there? Today is day 57 of our 60-day discipline challenge. I know I've been going, but that's because I've been busy. And we got to make this quick because I am short on time today. So we are just going to do a very short and quick mobility flow just to get us mobile for the day. But then I got to skedoodle skedaddle because, yeah, I got stuff to do. Alrighty, though. If you guys are ready for that, just meet me in a standing position. And we're just gonna first start from our head and then we're just gonna make our way down to our toes. So if you guys are ready for that, we're just gonna start with some breaths in. So go ahead, inhale with me and exhale it out. With your next inhale, go ahead and raise your arms above your head. Really lengthen through your fingertips here, stretch up nice and tall. And as you exhale, go ahead and lower your hands down to your side. Let's do that one more time. Deep breath in. Stretch up nice and tall. Deep breath out. Release those hands down to your side nice and slow here. Alrighty, with our next deep breath in, we're actually going to tilt our chin towards our chest. So as you inhale, go ahead, like you're a nodding motion, just looking down, tucking the chin to the chest. You're taking a deep breath here. And as you exhale, you're just going to tilt your head back. You're going to raise your chin towards the sky this time, exhaling all the breath out. Deep breath in, bringing your chin to your chest. And a deep breath out, raise that chin up. We're gonna do that about a couple more breaths here. Inhale. And exhale it out. One last breath here. Inhale, bring that chin into your chest. This time you're gonna keep your chin into your chest. Keep that chin connected to your chest. And as you exhale, glide that chin across towards the right shoulder. Take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out as you glide the chin across towards the left shoulder. Nice slow movements here. A deep breath in. Deep breath out. Glide that chin across towards the right shoulder. Inhale once you get there. Exhale, take it towards the left shoulder. Inhale once you get there. Exhale one more time, taking it towards the right. This time, take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, this time you're just going to rock your head in a full circle now, nice and slow. Inhale, bringing the chin down towards the chest. And exhale as you send the head around, full circle here, nice and slow. Inhale, dragging that chin across the chest. Exhale as you tilt the head all the way around. We're gonna do one more breath here before we switch to the opposite direction. Deep breath in, and a deep breath out, go all the way around, bringing that chin back into your chest. This time you're gonna inhale, and as you exhale, you're just gonna switch to the opposite direction. So now we're rolling the chin, I don't know what I was gonna say, y'all. We're rolling the neck towards the left. Deep breath in, dragging the chin across the chest. Exhale as you fully rotate that neck. Couple more breaths here. And guys, I have my eyes closed just because, like, that's just the vibe right now. But, like, you don't have to close your eyes. I'm just doing this just because. Deep breath in and out. One last breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and center your head, center your neck. So we're not tilting down, we're not tilting up. We're just center, we're looking straight ahead, and we're taking a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. With your next inhale, you're going to take your right hand. You're going to set your right hand on top of your head. You're just going to tilt your ear towards your right shoulder, getting a nice deep stretch down the left side of your neck right here. You're just going to take a deep breath in. And guys, you're not yanking your head. This is not an extreme pull. You're not straight up like pulling your head to the other side. This is just like a slight nudge, okay, y'all? Just slightly nudging. And we're just going to take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Two more breaths here. Last one here. And as you exhale, go ahead and release your right hand. You're going to tilt your head toward the left now. You're going to take your left hand, set it on top of your head, slightly nudge, y'all. Not pulling, not yanking, not forcefully. This is a slight nudge, slightly nudging your head towards the left side. Let's take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Keeping the shoulders relaxed away from the ears. You don't want your shoulders scrunched up like so. You want to keep them relaxed down your back here for another deep breath in. And a deep breath out as you release your left hand. Go ahead and center your neck, center your head. Inhale with me. And exhale it out. All right, we're gonna get ready to start with some shoulder mobility now. So as we take our next deep breath in, hello, thank you guys for joining. I'm gonna read all the comments when we're done with this quick little mobile flow because I'm on a time schedule. I'm on a time schedule, y'all. But anyway, we're gonna take another deep breath in and we're going to start to roll the shoulders forward. So inhale, you're rolling the shoulders up, and exhale down and forward. A couple more times here. Inhale, roll the shoulders up. Exhale down and forward. A couple more breaths here. And if you want, you can leave your hands down by your side. You can even place them on your waist if that's what's most comfortable for you. You can just stay like this. But we're just gonna do one more breath here. And as we exhale, go ahead and switch to the opposite direction. So now we're inhaling, bringing the shoulders up. And as we exhale, we're rolling them down and back now. We're not rolling them forward anymore. We're rolling them backwards. So deep breath in. Exhale, shoulders go down and back. Inhale, shoulders go up. Exhale, down and back. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale, down and back. With your next inhale, go ahead and space your arms out in a T-shaped formation here. Deep breath in as we start with some small circles going forward. Inhale with me. Hello, thank y'all for joining. And exhale as you keep on rounding those arms in your small circles here. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. Two more breaths here. Inhale with me and exhale it out. One more breath here before you switch to the opposite direction. Inhale. And as you exhale, go ahead, switch to the opposite direction. So now we're rolling our arms backward instead of forward. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. And guys, you don't have to make your circles this small. If you want, you can make them very big and exaggerated, or you can keep them small and minimal. Whatever type of circles you want to do today. We're just going to do one more breath here. So inhale with me. And exhale as you send those arms down by your side. Deep breath in as we bend our elbows now. So go ahead, generously bend the elbows. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, we're just going to start to rotate our arms now from the elbows though. So you're just creating small circles here. We're not doing a full circle with our arm. The circle is happening here. We want to lubricate and get some mobility happening here in our elbow area. So deep breath in. And a deep breath out as we rotate the elbows. We're actually going in an inward motion first. So the hands are going in towards each other. And then after a couple breaths here, we'll rotate the hands away from each other, going in an outward direction. But we're gonna take a couple breaths here. So inhale with me. And exhale it out. Two more breaths here. Inhale. And exhale it out. One more breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and switch to the opposite direction. So we're switching it out. The hands are now rotating away from each other. They're going in an outward direction. Deep breath in. Almost like you're jumping rope. This is kind of like jumping rope. Like imagine you have like a rope in your hand and you're jumping rope. So kind of that kind of like movement going on here. We're going to take two more breaths though. So inhale here and exhale it out. One more breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and release. We are now going to move our focus towards our wrist, our hands, and our fingers. So with your next inhale, go ahead and start to rotate the wrist. I'm sorry, y'all. I thought something was crawling on me at first. I had to look down like, what was that? But it was just my imagination. So we're going to rotate the wrist, and they're actually going in towards each other. So deep breath in and a deep breath out. Two more breaths here. Inhale And exhale it out, rotating the wrists towards each other. One more breath here. Inhale. And as you exhale, switch to the opposite direction, rotating the wrists away from each other. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. 2 more breaths here. Inhale. And exhale it out. Last breath here, rotating the wrists away from each other. And as you exhale, go ahead and shake out the wrists. Give them a good shake, like you're flicking water off your hands. Just a deep breath in. And a deep breath out as you release. Go ahead and stop shaking your hands. We are now going to move on to our fingers. So as we take a deep breath in, we're just going to close our hands finger by finger. So we're going to start with our thumbs. So we're basically just closing our hands, putting down one finger at a time. And then we're opening our hands back up, starting with our pinky until we get to our thumbs. And I know to some that might be a little bit challenging, the little finger mobility, but this is good coordination, guys. It does help. It does help, okay? So yes, let's hold out our hands. Let's close them, starting with the thumb, lowering each finger down one by one, and then we're gonna open them back up one by one. And we're gonna move with our breath here. So deep breath in, closing the hands, creating your fist one by one. Exhale, release them one by one. Couple more breaths here. And I know to some that may be like, this not even doing much, but it is, okay? Every part of your body needs to be mobile, even your hands. So yes, let's give some love and attention to our hands and do some hand mobility exercises. So deep breath in and a deep breath out. We're now gonna switch it up. This time we're gonna close our hands starting with our pinky instead of our thumb. So close your hands starting with your pinky, and then you're gonna open your hand starting with the thumb until you end up with the pinky. We're just gonna keep that movement going. Deep breath in. It's kind of like a little brain teaser. Opening and closing one hand at a, well, not one hand, closing and opening your hands one finger at a time. So let's deep breath in and let's deep breath out. One more breath here. And this time, as soon as we finish opening our hands, we're just gonna shake it out for the last time. Deep breath in and a deep breath out, release. We're now gonna create some fists with our hands. We're gonna squeeze our hands tight like so. Squeeze them as tight as you can. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, slowly release. And we're just gonna keep that going. Inhale, squeeze those hands in tight. Create some little balls, create your little fists, squeeze them in tight. Exhale, release nice and slow. A couple more times here. Deep breath in, squeeze the hands in, create your little fist, squeeze them as tight as you can. Exhale and release. One more time here. Deep breath in, squeeze your hands, create your little fist, squeeze as tight as you can. Exhale and release. Alrighty guys, we did our neck, we did our shoulders, we did our elbows, our wrist, and our fingers. So now we're going to move on to our chest here in this area. So go ahead, we're gonna take our hands, we're gonna place them on our hips, we're gonna take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. With our next deep breath in, we're actually going to imagine expanding your chest. As you inhale, imagine all the air coming into your chest and it just expanding the chest here, really puffing it out. And as you exhale, you're gonna slightly round, bringing the chest back in, slightly rounding the spine. I'm actually gonna give you guys a side view. So I'm gonna turn towards the side so you guys can get a side view. Deep breath in, expanding the chest. You see how my spine slightly arches here as I expand my chest, puffing it out. Hey, Kari. And as we exhale, we're going to slightly round the spine, bringing the chest back in like so. So let's take another deep breath in. Slightly expanding the chest, the spine slightly arches. Exhale it out. And if you want, when you're round, you can actually bring your chin into your chest if that helps. It's kind of like a standing cat-cow, kind of giving standing cat-cow vibes. So deep breath in. Puff out the chest, raise the gaze. Exhale and round. 2 more times here. Deep breath in. Exhale and round it out. Last time here. Inhale, expand the chest, slightly arch the spine. Exhale, rounding the spine, bringing chin to chest. This time we're just gonna go ahead and release that out here. I'm gonna turn towards you guys once more. We're gonna take our hands, we're gonna place our hands back on our hips. We're gonna take another deep breath in and a deep breath out here. Now this time we're actually gonna start with some upper body chest rotations. And what do I mean by that? I basically mean we're just going to take a deep breath in, we're gonna rotate our chest up, and as we exhale, we're gonna rotate our chest back, creating a little circle here. So deep breath in and a deep breath out. The circle is happening up here. It's not at the hips. We're not circling the hips, though we will move down to that area. We're not doing that. The circle is happening up here. Okay, y'all, the circle is happening up here. So deep breath in and a deep breath out. Your spine will arch and round with these movements here. That's why we're moving slow. Anything with any type of spinal movements, you want to move slow. You don't want to move too fast. You don't want to risk injuring the spine here. So deep breath in. Your spine will slightly arch as your chest comes out. And as you exhale, your spine will round as your chest caves in. So deep breath. Exhale, round. And we're going to switch it up with the next breath in. Exhale, switch to the opposite direction. We're rounding here. Inhale, chest goes up. Exhale, round. And I'm going to turn towards the side so you guys get that side view so you can see actually what our back is doing while we're doing these rounding motions. So we're taking a deep breath in. See how the spine slightly arches here? And as we exhale, it slightly rounds because we're bringing it around. Deep breath in, slightly arches. You see the slight arch here. Exhale as it rounds. Another deep breath in. Exhale as it rounds. And we're going to release here. We're going to turn back to the front. And this time we're going to move down to our hips now. So we did our neck, our shoulders, our elbows, our wrists, our fingers, and we also did our upper body right here. And now we're moving down to our waist. So deep breath in, deep breath out. As you take your hands, place them on your waist. We're kind of mimicking the same movement, just like that rounding movement we were doing before, but this time it's going to be in our waist area. So deep breath in, starting to rotate the waist here. Small circles, nothing too deep, nothing too exaggerated. Just inhale and exhale it out. And we're gonna keep this movement going. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. One more breath here. Inhale. And as you exhale, we're gonna switch to the opposite direction. So start rotating the opposite way. Deep breath in, coming forward. Exhale as you send those hips back. Small circles here. Moving with the breath. Inhale and exhale it out. And y'all, I'm gonna read all the comments. The reason why I'm not stopping to read the comments right now is because I'm on a time schedule, y'all. I'm on a time schedule. So I'm really just doing this right here. And then once I finish with this quick mobility flow and we move and lubricate all our joints real quick, then I will read all the comments and then I gotta go because like y'all, I really am on a time schedule. This really do have to be like a quick flow. But we're gonna take one more deep breath here. And as we exhale, we're going to find stillness. Our hips should be feeling very lubricated now. We did a lot of circles going this way and going this way. So our hips should feel very nice and lubricated. We're now gonna move down. Like I said, we started from our head and we're gonna make our way to our toes. So we're moving down to our next area. So let's take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. We're now actually going to move down to our knees. We're gonna let's get our chair. This is the time where you might need a chair if you struggle with balance. I have my chair right here. I'm gonna grab it. Get you a chair, get you a wall, get you something you can place your hand on, because this part right here might be a little challenging for some if you don't really do a lot of balance stuff like that, right? So we're gonna take our chair. We're gonna set it close by so we're able to place our hand on it if we need it. I'm not saying it's mandatory, but it is optional for those of you guys with balance might be a little bit of a struggle. So we're just gonna stand with our knees about a little bit wider than hip distance apart. So they're not exactly in line with our hips. They're a little bit wider, and that's okay. Just go ahead and find your perfect distance here. And we're gonna take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. As you can see, I have my right hand placed on this chair for support. And that is because I'm going to shift my weight into my right foot. I'm going to start to lift up my left leg, and I needed a little bit of support with balance here, and that is why I have the chair so I can rest my hand on it. And the reason why we're picking up our left leg like this is because we're going to straighten and flex. We're flexing and extending the leg here, lubricating our joints in our knees. So let's take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And that's why I have the chair, because sometimes doing this like without a chair can be a real balance challenge. All right, like if I let go of this chair, I'm gonna have to really engage a lot more of my muscles to keep me standing upright and balanced without tilting and falling as I do this leg movement. And that is why I have this chair here, because I need a little support today. So let's take a deep breath in and a deep breath out as we continue to flex and extend our leg here. Inhale and exhale it out. One more breath here, and we're gonna exhale and release. We're gonna take this, we're gonna set this on the opposite side. This time we're gonna take our left hand, we're gonna set our left hand on it, because we're going to shift our weight into our left foot now as we pick up the right leg. We're gonna do those same movements just on the opposite side. So deep breath in, flexing and extending the leg here, lubricating our knee joints. And I actually felt that little pop. Like as soon as I straightened my leg like this, it went like a little pop in my knee. So I most definitely needed that. So let's take another deep breath in and a deep breath out. And I know these movements may not even seem much, but they are still important. It may not even look like we're doing much, but your body will thank you in the future. Do this flow every day. Your body will thank you in the future. On God. So let's take another deep breath in and a deep breath out. 2 more breaths here. Inhale and exhale it out. Last breath here. Exhale and release. This time you're actually not going to need the chair, so we're actually going to set this right here. You are going to need it when we move on to our ankles, but for right now we don't need it. So just set your chair or wall or whatever you used for assistance. Just go ahead and set that aside. Go ahead and keep your knees a little bit wider than hip distance here, and we're just going to paddle out our legs while standing. So imagine you're doing a little, I don't know, a little jogger or running or whatever type of, imagine that in your head, but you're actually not moving. You're actually just bending and straightening your knees here, almost like you're doing a little dance or something. So you're just gonna take a deep breath in and a deep breath out, lubricating the knees here, straightening and bending them, flexing and extending here. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. And yes, this may not seem like much, but hey, this is important for your joints. Moving your joints every day is a real thing. Move it or lose it is so real, y'all. Like if you're not mobile, if you're like, y'all, don't be mobile for like 3 weeks. See how much your body deteriorates. Like don't move or nothing for like 3 weeks. See the difference in your body. Like I tell y'all, move it or lose it is so real. You will lose it if you do not move it. So let's take another deep breath in as we continue to paddle out our legs in this standing position, getting some good lubrication going on in our knee area. So deep breath in and a deep breath out. We're gonna do that for 1 more breath. Keep on bending and straightening those knees. Inhale here and exhale it out. Last breath here. Keep it going. Inhale. And as you exhale, find stillness. So we're no longer bending and straightening the knees. We're finding stillness here. Taking another deep breath in and a deep breath out as we actually widen our stance just a bit here. We're gonna prepare ourselves. If you need a chair, get you a chair here. Me personally, I don't need a chair because I'm pretty much used to doing deep squats. But for those of you guys who are not, you don't have to go as deep as me. And if you want to go as deep as me, please use some props for assistance, like a little yoga blocks to sit on or a little chair or wall to hold on for assistance in lowering down and raising back up if need be. But we're gonna take another deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're just going to bend down. We're going to squat down into Malasana. And this is where the chair or the blocks come in if you're not used to going this deep. You don't have to go this deep if that's not accessible for you. But we're going to take a deep breath here. And as we exhale, we're going to straighten our legs. So I'm going to set my chair aside because I really don't need that yet. So this is basically what we're doing, y'all. Deep breath in, deep breath out, bend the knees, squat down into Malasana. Deep breath in, deep breath out, straighten the legs, coming into a forward fold. And we're gonna keep that movement going. Inhale here. Exhale, bend those knees, coming into Malasana. Inhale here. Exhale, straighten the legs out. A couple more times to go. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Deep breath here. Exhale, straighten those legs. One last breath here, guys. Inhale. Exhale, bend. Inhale here. Exhale, straighten those legs. Take another deep breath here in your forward fold. Not bending or anything like that, just staying in the fold. Inhale here. Exhale it out. One more deep breath here. And as you exhale, slowly but surely roll yourself up to standing. If you need some assistance, go ahead and use your wall or chair or whatever prop you have to assist you back in a standing position. Go ahead and shorten your distance. They don't need to be that wide anymore. They can still be about hip distance apart. I'm gonna take a deep breath in and a deep breath out as we now move on to our ankles. We're almost done, y'all. We are almost done. This is where your chair or wall comes back into use. So I'm gonna pull my chair back. And the reason why we need our chair is because we are gonna lift up our leg again, but we're not gonna be straightening and extending the leg. We're just gonna be rotating the ankles here. Y'all, and there goes my alarm, so we really have to make this quick, real quick. So we're on to the last step. So let's make this quick. Go ahead and stand in with your feet about hip distance apart or a little wider. You're going to shift your weight into your left foot. You're going to take your hand, set that on your prop, wall, whatever you're using for assistance, and you're going to pick up your right leg. From here, we're just going to start to rotate the ankle like so. And I'm going in an outward direction, so I'm rotating it out. And I'm just taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out here. Inhale with me. And exhale it out. So we continue to rotate that ankle. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. I'm now going to switch to the opposite direction. So I'm now rotating my right ankle inward. I was rotating it outward, but now I'm rotating it inward. We're going to take a deep breath in and a deep breath out here. 2 more breaths here. Inhale with me and exhale it out. Last breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead. That right foot down. I'm gonna take my chair. I'm gonna set it on the opposite side now. This time I'm gonna take my right hand. I'm gonna set it on the chair, and I'm gonna shift my weight into my right foot as I pick my left foot up. Deep breath in as we start to rotate the left ankle. I'm rotating it inwards first. I know I started outwards on the right, but it really doesn't matter which way y'all start. It really don't matter because you're gonna do both directions anyway. So whatever direction you start in, it's all good. It don't matter, y'all. I'm just gonna take a deep breath here and a deep breath out. Y'all see that sunrise though? Hey, that sunrise glow is for real. This is why I be coming out in the morning doing my yoga sometimes when I have the time. But let's take another deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to switch to the opposite direction. So whatever way you started rotating your left ankle, you're just going to switch it up to the opposite way. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. One more breath here, y'all. And as you exhale, go ahead and set the left foot back down. I'm going to move my chair back because I don't need it no more. Alrighty. We're basically just going to shake out our leg. We're just going to shake everything out for our last thing we do before we close this out. Take a deep breath with me and a deep breath out as we shake everything out. Shake out your legs, shake out your arms, your body, your upper body, lower body, it doesn't matter. Just shake everything out for a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Whew. Alrighty, y'all, and that was our quick mobility flow. Like I said, it wasn't gonna be that long because I actually got shit to do today. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed that. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for commenting and for liking. I am gonna read all these comments super quick. because I gotta go. Like, I really do have to go now. Like, my alarm done went off, so I really actually do have to go for real. So let me just wrap this up. And before I truly leave, we're just gonna take a quick second to thank ourselves for this practice. So let's be thankful and grateful for a quick second while I slide my shoes back on. Put that in your mind. Put that in your mind. All right. But anyway, all right. Now let's read these comments really quickly, y'all, because I actually have to go, like, for real. Anyway, Juan said, look, I do not speak a lot of languages, y'all. I'm gonna be honest. So I'm gonna try to read this. I will butcher it. It will sound terrible. No, I tried. No, I tried. Like, I feel like I want to Google Translate that, so I'm just gonna screenshot it real quick. Like, don't mind me. I'm just gonna screenshot it real quick because I really want to know what it means. So, y'all, don't mind me, y'all. Shot this. All right, boom. So I screenshotted that. I will Google Translate that when I finish this. But thank you for commenting. Vahida said hi with the waving hand. Hey, what's up with you? Jojo said hi again with the waving hand. So did Brad Little. Hey, what's up with y'all? Thank y'all for joining in. All right. Harry said hi. Hey, what's up with you? And Cooper said S. Thank y'all for commenting. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for liking as well. And now I actually have to go because it's 8:33. I really have to be leaving by 9 and I still have to get ready. So it's time for me to rush like I never rushed before. So I will see y'all later. Peace and love. Thank y'all again. And enjoy the rest of y'all day, night, morning, evening, whatever time it is when y'all are watching this video. Enjoy yourselves to the fullest. To the fullest. Like you may not see the next day. And I will see y'all later. Peace and love.